I grew up out in Western Sydney. Got a brother and a sister. The whole family is actually still obviously very close. And yeah, played football from a very young age. My brother as well, both of them, sister and brother, are younger than me. Yeah, had a very nice upbringing. Parents were always good, always taking us places, keeping us as happy as and enjoyed as we could be as kids. My dad was he was always a carpenter, so he had a few jobs, but more recently installed wardrobes. And my mum works, she's always worked in the accounts. Mum and Dad were always running around, taking us somewhere, either to my football, my brother's football, or my sister's stuff as well, netball and dancing. And we had a lot of family friends that we used to get together with on weekends. So we, as kids, had a lot of fun. And then with the football side of things, it took us always, to Wollongong and to Canberra for state and national titles. So we had a lot of fun as kids growing up. Well, I think you probably don't realise it as a kid growing up, but definitely I look back at everything my parents did for us, for the three of us growing up, and now as a parent myself, you realise how hard a lot of those things were. Like I said, the running around and my dad was working and also studying at one point and getting any moment he could. I know how tired I am coming home from training. And I'm home by 2-3 o'clock every day, whereas he was coming back a lot later than that, doing a lot more work, and still would take us out to the backyard or down to the field and put in a couple of hours training us or kicking the ball around with us. So, and Mum as well, coming back from work and doing all the things around the house, and then taking us to trainings and playing. So, as a parent now, I realise how hard that is, and so I'd say my parents, looking back now, were my heroes growing up, and probably more football related. I'd say as a young Aussie kid watching Australia and football, Harry Kewell was a real idol of mine. Well, like I said, I used to play football with her brother as a kid, so from under 7s I think till about under 11. So we both families being of Uruguayan background, we sort of naturally became family friends, and so that was when I first met her. Up in Queensland, we went to just a resort off the coast, and we spent a week there, and it was actually a terrible week. It rained all week, so we didn't get out and do too much. But it was on the last night that I proposed. My career has, I guess, taken me to a lot of countries. I got both through playing, in Japan, in Belgium, in the UAE, and here obviously up in Brisbane for a year, down to Canberra for spending a year at the AIS, but also just through national team matches and pre-season matches and things, it's taken me to many countries across the world. So I mean, most of them being football related, I haven't been didn't get to see too much of the cities we're in, but have been lucky enough to travel all around the world with football, and hopefully a few of those favourite spots I'll get back to see once I retire and see them properly.